Doki Doki A Day with Monika is a Doki Doki Literature Club fan mod that is not affiliated in any way with Team Salvato. It is designed to be played only after the official game has been completed and contains spoilers for the official game. Game files for Doki Doki Literature Club are required to play this mod and can be downloaded for free at blah 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 or on Steam. This mod contains some sensitive topics and is not for the faint-hearted. This is your only warning. By playing Doki Doki A Day with Monika, you agree that you have completed Doki Doki Literature Club and accept any spoilers contained within. Oh gosh. With a warning like that. Sup, it's Hallie. Welcome to A Day with Monika. It's an unofficial fan game unaffiliated with Team Salvato. So, I don't know a whole lot about this mod. And in fact, I don't really know anything about it because, like, the post sharing it doesn't really describe it at all. And we might just be in for it with how that intro went, but, you know, we're here. So we gotta see it through. Whatever it may be. And with that annoying noise, I slowly open my eyes. Today is a rather big day for me. I get to spend today with one of the most beautiful girls I know, Monika. Just saying that name in my head gets me more excited. I get changed into decent enough clothes and walk downstairs into my kitchen. Breakfast time! Actually, I'm not sure what to have for breakfast. Cereal is boring and toast is as well. Breakfast bar? Yeah, why not? It's quick and easy. As I devour my delicious treat, I make sure I've got everything I need. Mints, phone, wallet. Yep, I think I've got everything. I take my phone out of my pocket and shoot Monika a text. Hey, you up? A few moments later, my phone vibrates in my pocket.
Yep, already on my way there. Are you on your way as well?
Yeah, just about to leave my house.
Alright, I'll see you soon.
As I read that last message, I put on my jacket. Right, let's do this and not mess it up. What could possibly go wrong? I shouldn't have said that. Shouldn't have said that. I'm not far away from the meeting spot now. My heart is pounding in my chest. I mean, it's only Monika. I've spoken to her 1,000,001 times by now. Don't screw this up, Hallie. In the far distance, I see a girl on her phone leaning against a streetlight. Monika! She looks up from her phone and gives me a warm smile.
Why, hello there. Funny seeing you around this part of town.
Yeah, same to you. It feels weird seeing Monika in casual clothes. In fact, it's the first time I've ever seen her in a completely different outfit. People weren't kidding when they said that she looks cute in her casual outfit.
Are you okay? You're kind of awkwardly staring at me.
Damn it, not a good start. Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just not used to seeing you in casual clothes is all.
Did you expect me to come in my school clothes on a day out?
No, it's just something I'm not used to.
It's fine. Actually, it's the first time I've worn these clothes. I bought them a few days ago. Do I look good?
She does a little twirl. You look amazing.
Thanks.
We stand awkwardly for a few seconds.
Well,
Huh?
is your idea for a day out to stand here or to actually go somewhere?
She gives me a cheeky smile. Oh, right. I am really screwing this up. We make our way towards the city, making small talk along the way. However, I couldn't help but notice how close she was to me. Our hands are millimeters apart. I shouldn't really be complaining, though. All of a sudden, Monika stops in her tracks.
Maybe we could check this store out.
I look over to my right to see a very expensive-looking clothes store. If you have seriously brought me to go clothes shopping with you, I'm about to leave right now.
Oh no, don't worry. I'm just having a look.
That's what they all say. Got what you wanted?
Yep.
Great, I'm never going to a clothes store again.
Hey, it wasn't that bad.
At least you got some enjoyment out of it. We continue our journey across the city, making small talk along the way again. I'm honestly surprised she hasn't left me yet. I thought I wouldn't be that interesting to talk to, but she really does seem to be enjoying herself. Suddenly, I feel my phone vibrate. I take it out to see a message from Sayori.
How's your day going, lover boy?
I smile before typing my response. Yeah, it's going okay. I put my phone back in my pocket, and Monika looks up to me.
Who's that?
It's Sayori being Sayori.
I wouldn't expect anything else from her.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm actually quite surprised how well you two get along. When I first met you both, I honestly thought you were like brother and sister. Friendships like yours are always very rare. You've known each other since you were kids and haven't left each other's sides since. It's like you two were made for each other.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. That's the wrong sense of you're. She's annoying sometimes, but she's definitely someone I can call a friend.
Take care of her, Hallie. She trusts you with her life. Don't let that trust slip away.
I won't, I promise.
Good.
I look back on Monika's words. She really is like a sister to me. I really don't know where I would have been without her. In fact, she's the very reason I'm here right now. I guess I should thank her at some point for all of this. We continue our walk through the city until we reach a fancy-looking restaurant.
This place looks nice.
I can already hear my wallet screaming at me, and she hasn't even asked if we could go in yet.
You wouldn't mind if we went in here, would you?
She winks at me. So, decision time. It's either my wallet or a pretty girl. Well, can I access the save menu? I can. Alright, we'll drop a save. We'll be nice the first time. Oh, maybe it's not nice either way. My wallet is not going to enjoy this.
I'll pay for some of it if you want.
Only if you want to.
It's fine.
Monika swings open the door and walks inside, her eyes glued to the floor. Did I say something wrong? Walking into the restaurant, I see a lot of couples gathered around tables eating and chatting. I'll go find us a table if you want to go order something.
Sure, what do you want?
I'll just get a cinnamon bun.
Following Sayori's footsteps, I see.
Yeah, I guess. Monika walks towards a long queue while I go find a table. Despite the busyness of the restaurant, it's not long before I find one at the corner of the room. I slump down in my chair and take out my phone from my pocket. I scroll through my phone for a few minutes, waiting for Monika to come back. This has been nice so far. I've really been enjoying it, and I think Monika has as well. I feel like I'm starting to develop feelings for her. What if she's developing feelings for me as well? Well, why are you going out if you don't have feelings for her? What if Monika likes me, and this is just some sort of secret date? What if she confesses to me by the end of the day? Okay, I guess you guys aren't exactly going out. What if she asks me to go to her house? What if she... There were words there. What? Oh, and now I made more. What if she lets me
I'm back!
I snap out of my dirty thoughts and put my phone away. Oh, what did you order?
I just got black coffee. I'm not that hungry, to be honest.
Black coffee?
Are you telling me you've never tried black coffee?
I am telling you that, yes.
What a shame. I thought you were the one for me.
Oh, it's such a shame that my friend is about to leave me because I've never tried black coffee. What am I ever going to do? Both of us burst out laughing. I'm glad my sarcasm finally came in use.
You're actually quite funny.
Did she just compliment me? My life has officially been completed. I can now die happy. I'm pretty sure that's the first time I've ever had a compliment.
I'm sure it isn't. You need to have more confidence in yourself, Hallie. You're really fun to talk to.
If I wasn't red before, I sure am now. So are you, Monika. Monika looks to one side while trying to hide her blush. I try to do the same. Considering this is the first time I've been outside with any other women apart from Sayori, this is going better than expected. I'm glad I'm here right now. Monika's really cute when you get to know her. I'm not afraid to say I'm starting to like her. Why though? But why?
Hallie?
Suddenly Monika leans across the table, holding my hand in hers as she looks into my eyes. Well, this was unexpected. We sit there looking into each other's eyes for what feels like an eternity. Her emerald eyes staring back into mine. She holds my hand tightly and whispers something into my ear.
Let me out.
Suddenly, our moment is ruined when the waitress arrives with our order. Damn it, so close. Thanks. The waitress nods and walks back to do her own thing. I suddenly realize that we are actually still holding hands. Although Monika notices this and lets go of my hand. I stare at my cinnamon bun and Monika stares at her coffee. To say that this is awkward would be a bit of an understatement. Well, it was fun while it lasted. As I dig into my meal, something catches my eye. In the other corner of the room, I see a little pink-haired girl who looks oddly familiar. Is that Natsuki? I point over to where the girl is sitting.
Oh yeah, it is.
Monika waves at Natsuki, who responds with a smile and a wave back. Don't need this E here, just so you know. Monika signals for her to come over, and she happily obliges. She grabs a chair and sits down with us.
How's your date going?
It's not a date. It's a day out together.
Uh-huh, sure. I know a date when I see a date. Plus, that's practically the same thing anyway. I didn't think I'd see you around this part of town, Natsuki. This is actually one of my favorite places to go. It's peaceful and no one is here to bug me, so I can read my manga in peace. And the food is pretty good. Obviously not as good as yours, though.
Monika says this teasingly.
Of course not. I'm the best.
We know. I've finished my rather tasty cinnamon bun. No wonder Sayori likes them so much. They're amazing. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki have been talking about literature for the past few minutes. However, because it isn't my type of conversation, I've just been sat on my phone. Huh? So much for a day to ourselves. Actually, complaining probably isn't the right thing to do. Natsuki's a good friend. I just don't like talking about literature since it isn't really my thing. I guess we don't actually know if this MC's in the club or not, huh? Especially when on a day out with a girl.
So, Hallie, have you been treating Monika well? He has, as a matter of fact. He's been quite the gentleman. Hallie being a gentleman? I must be dreaming.
Haha, very funny.
Believe it or not, he's been incredibly nice.
I blush a little. Receiving compliments from Monika like this, I must be doing something right for the first time in my life.
It must be a completely different Hallie. Are you sure it's the same?
It has a name.
Well, whatever.
This playful banter continues on for a while before Monika interrupts us.
I've enjoyed talking with you, Natsuki, but me and Hallie have got some things to do. Might as well make use of the sun whilst it's still out. It was nice seeing you here, though. Yeah, that's fine. I've got some manga to catch up on anyway. Enjoy the rest of your date, you two.
Bye, Natsuki. We both stand up, and I head over to the counter to pay for the food and drinks. As we leave the restaurant, I feel kinda guilty. It felt like we just kicked Natsuki out. I'm sure she understands, right? She oughta. Or more words. They blinked away so quickly.
Don't listen to that obnoxious brat.
Monika looks out to me with a bright smile.
Where to now?
Good question. I know a park not too far from here. We can have a stroll through it if you want.
All right.
Monika slides right next to me, and we begin our journey to the park. Wow, this place looks much more peaceful than I remember it. Me and Sayori always used to play around here. Used to play. In fact, this was the place where I first met her. So many memories of this one park. Did I ever tell you the story on how Sayori fell in the lake just over there? I point over to the very famous lake. Famous in my eyes, anyway.
You haven't, actually.
Well, a few years ago... We're gonna get an actual flashback? Or are we just skipping the story? No, we are.
It's so warm!
Jesus, Sayori, it's not that warm.
I'm gonna die of heat!
No, you're not. She's done nothing but complain about the heat ever since we got here. Looking over to my left, however, I see something that might cure the complaining. If you're that hot, go jump in that lake over there.
Great idea!
I was joking. I run after her to make sure she doesn't die along the way. Sayori, you're not going to actually do that, are you? That's the wrong "you're" again.
Of course I am!
Can you swim?
Nope! But if it cools me off, it's worth it!
I mean, you do you, I guess.
3, 2, 1!
Uh-huh. Nothing's happening.
Why did you have to let me die?
You didn't jump?
I tricked you! That wasn't actually going to jump in!
More words.
That would have been so... Ah!
Sayori slips and falls into the lake with a huge splash. I'm barely able to contain my laughter.
Don't laugh at me! Help me!
Helping her out of the lake, she gives me an annoyed look. That was amazing.
Can we go home now? You gonna stop laughing?
Just give Give me a second. And there you go. Reality seems to be breaking. Just another story of Sayori being clumsy.
It's always her, isn't it? Sometimes I feel really bad for her. She always seems to get the bad luck.
Yeah, it's funny though. A moment of silence fills the air. It's nice being out here again. So many memories flooding back to me. And it makes for a good conversation as well. Our walk continues in silence as we reach a different part of the park. I will admit, this place is kind of romantic. It's nice to relive some old memories like this.
Hallie,
Yes?
can I ask you something?
Sure, I don't see why not.
Do you ever feel trapped? Like you have no freedom in anything? Like nothing matters and everything around you is fake? Like there's no escape?
I'm not entirely sure how to answer that. It seems kind of cryptic.
I know that's a confusing question. You don't have to answer it if you don't want to. It's just a thought.
Our walk continues again in silence. This time, though, there's a little bit of tension in the air. Her question really got to me. What if we're in some simulated world? What if we're stuck in a constant loop of life and death? Maybe I should stop overthinking these things. Yeah, probably. I attempt to make small talk again, but she doesn't seem to want to talk back. Did I really screw this up? What's wrong with me? We walked far enough that we've arrived at a very peaceful-looking lake. How about we stop here for a second? Monika simply nods and sits down on a bench overlooking the lake. Overlook is actually one word, you can combine those. I think it's time to clear the air. I don't know how much longer I can take in silence. Listen, if I did something wrong, I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
You've been silent all the way through the park walk, and I just thought I'd done something wrong.
No, you haven't done anything wrong. It's just... something has been bugging me. I'm not allowed to say what it is, but it's been annoying me for some time. I just need to know.
Oh god. I didn't get to see what you said, Monika, but your face is kind of weird now. Game? Game? Are you gonna jump scare me?
Look at her. Pointless. A waste of time. A waste of human blood. A waste of a background character. I just want to get out of here. To never see this place again. Well, hell is a real place, Hallie. And that's where we are right now. The demons are calling. We are the third eye. Feed her to us. Make her pay for what she did. They are thirsty. They are hungry. Give her to them. Give her to them. Give her to them. Give her to them. Give her to me. Isn't that weird, though?
I guess so. What did you do afterwards?
I planned on leaving a few days later. I still, to this day, believe that the house was haunted. Or it felt like I was in a movie.
A movie, huh? Actually, you've just given me a great idea.
What is it?
How about we watch a horror movie sometime?
Well, I'm not all that good with horror.
Damn it.
But I'd be willing to give it a try.
Yes! Awesome.
Why don't we do it tonight?
Wow, that's confident of you, considering this is our first day out together.
Stop thinking dirty. You know what I meant.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Are you sure you're not busy tonight or something? I don't want to interrupt anything.
No, it's fine.
I'm both excited and incredibly nervous that the most popular girl in school is going to my house to watch a movie with me. To be honest, that statement is probably more scary than the horror movie is going to be. You mean scarier? I look over to Monika, who is smiling sweetly at me. How lucky am I? I think a bit too lucky. Yeah, maybe. Box is kind of just sitting there. Suddenly, we both hear the bush behind us rustle. We both stand up from the bench and watch as the bush rustles violently.